world of pharmaceutical distribution, complexity is the default state. We operate within a vast, intricate network, a web of manufacturers, regulators, wholesalers, pharmacies, and hospitals. Each node represents a critical link in a chain that delivers medicine to a patient. A single failure can have profound consequences, and the stakes are impossibly high. Your role as a leader is not merely to manage this complexity, but to master it, to ensure that every single day, the right medicine reaches the right person at the right time in the right condition. This guide is not a theoretical treatise. It is a playbook, a practical, real-world tool designed for busy executives. It is about having simple, repeatable systems that prevent errors and ensure quality. This alignment is the bedrock of a high-performing distribution network. In our industry, technologies change, regulations evolve, market dynamics shift, yet four principles remain constant. The first and most important is patient safety. This is our ultimate purpose. Every box we move, every process we design, every decision we make must be viewed through this lens. This is not a business goal, it is a moral imperative. We are the final guardians of the medicine before it reaches the person who needs it. The second pillar is compliance. We do not operate in a vacuum. From good distribution practices to controlled substance tracking, these rules are not bureaucratic hurdles. Compliance is the mechanism by which we demonstrate our trustworthiness. It is non-negotiable. The third pillar is trust. Trust is the invisible currency of our entire ecosystem. Every successful delivery reinforces this trust. Every error, delay, or quality issue erodes it. Finally, the fourth pillar is cash flow. Cash flow is the lifeblood of the organization. Without a healthy cash flow, our ability to serve patients, invest in compliance, and maintain the trust of our partners is severely compromised. A new, cheaper temperature logger for your cold chain shipments becomes available. The patient safety principle forces you to ask critical questions. The decision is no longer about cost, it is about risk to the patient. You choose the more reliable, albeit more expensive device because patient safety is the priority. Your warehouse team is under pressure to meet shipping deadlines. They discover a faster way to process orders that involves skipping a final documentation cross-check step. The compliance principle demands intervention. That cross-check is likely a required part of good distribution practice. The correct action is to investigate why the team is under pressure. The solution is to fix the underlying problem, not to compromise the mandated process. A pharmacy calls with an urgent, unscheduled request for a critical oncology drug. By going the extra mile to fulfill the request, you demonstrate your reliability as a partner. You are not just a logistics provider, you are a vital part of the healthcare system. Your sales team secures a large contract with a new hospital group. The terms they have negotiated, however, allow for a 120-day payment cycle. While the revenue is attractive, can the business sustain such a long wait for payment? A healthy cash flow ensures you can continue to operate effectively for all your other customers. A pilot does not fly a plane by looking out of the window alone. They rely on an instrument panel. Your executive dashboard is your instrument panel. It should be a single page that gives you a near instantaneous understanding of your current state. For compliance and quality, you must track a few key indicators. First, CAPA timeliness, the percentage of corrective and preventive actions closed on time. Second, temperature excursions, the number of shipments that deviate from their required temperature range. Third, regulatory audit findings. A clean audit is good. A repeat finding is a major red flag. For channel performance, the most critical metric is on-time, in-full delivery. What percentage of orders are delivered exactly as promised? Another key metric is inventory accuracy, the variance between what your system says you have and what is physically on the shelf. Finally, track order processing time, the average duration from order receipt to dispatch. The most important is days sales outstanding, which measures the average number of days it takes to collect payment after a sale. You should also track inventory days of supply. Too high and you have cash tied up in unproductive assets. Too low and you risk stockouts. Lastly, monitor your cash conversion cycle. This shows how long it takes for a pound invested in inventory to return to you as cash. The first and most powerful is the unannounced site visit. Walk the floor, talk to the frontline staff, use the 5 whys technique. You have moved from blaming a person to identifying a systemic failure that you can now fix permanently. Insist on a single-page scorecard. This turns meetings from passive reporting sessions into active problem-solving forums. The first is digital transformation. It means using data analytics, artificial intelligence, and automation to create smarter, more predictive supply chains. Imagine systems that can predict demand spikes based on public health data, or automated warehouse robotics that reduce picking errors to near zero. The second major trend is the rise of specialized distribution networks. The growth of cell and gene therapies demands new models. Third, we are seeing a significant shift towards direct-to-patient models. This requires a completely different logistical setup. Finally, sustainability and green logistics are moving from a corporate social responsibility talking point to a core business requirement. We have journeyed through the core components of excellence in pharmaceutical distribution, from the immutable pillars to practical leadership techniques. This playbook has given you the map and the compass. The journey is now yours to lead. Success is forged in the daily discipline of doing the small things right every single time. It is about fostering a culture where every employee understands that their work is connected to the well-being of a patient. This is the essence of strategic leadership in our field, embedding your core principles into the very fabric of your organization. The path is clear, the tools are in your hands. Now is the time to act. Go and build a distribution network that is safe, compliant, trusted, and resilient enough for the challenges of today and the opportunities of tomorrow.